What a Monday. What a Monday. First Sunday, now Monday. Xabi Alonso no longer a manager at Real Madrid. Mid-season, Xavi has walked. Is this even considered a sacking? Because he didn't get the boot. It was apparently, according to the Comunicado Oficial, it was mutual. I think maybe yesterday was just the nail on the head for him, with him being done with all the nonsense at Real Madrid, with the players. Honestly, this took me by surprise. I'm not going to lie. Xabi Alonso not being a manager at Real Madrid in January was not in my 2026 bingo card. Listen, I knew he was going to get the boot end of the season. That, to me, was a given. He wasn't going to continue. But in January, after yesterday, I'm taken back. I'm actually speechless. Now, let me give you guys my opinion and what I think and my thoughts on this whole situation, and from, an outsider looking in. Obviously, Real Madrid fans can better digest the situation, better explain, because, it's your club. You guys think what you guys want to think. You guys let me know what your opinions are on this whole situation. But I'm going to tell you what I think from an outsider looking in. Xabi Alonso was not respected in this Real Madrid team. Everything that he said that he was going to do when he first came to this team, he sold you guys a dream. He sold you guys a dream. And it's kind of like politics, right? You come here, you talk all this talk, but what are you actually going to do when you're in office? What are you really going to do? What are the results that you're going to achieve? When you're a manager at a club like Real Madrid, like Barcelona, you are held to such a high standard, and there's so much pressure for you to get results. And if you are not getting the results, the door is right there. The door is that way. I knew Xabi Alonso was not going to last as a manager at Real Madrid. I think we all knew this. It was common knowledge. But I was not expecting for him to get the boot this early. Honestly, it's even considered a boot because it was a mutual agreement. According to the Comunicado Oficial, they both decided to part ways. But I really do think that the breaking point for Xabi Alonso was yesterday. These players don't listen to him. These players do what they want. They have too much big of personalities. They're too individualistic to listen to a manager like Xabi Alonso. You cannot expect to get results in a big team and capitalize on these big moments in the season when players do not listen to you, when players don't back you, when they don't respect you. And it's been shown throughout this season how much these players just don't rate Xabi. And if you really think they didn't rate Xabi, what makes you think that they're going to rate this man, Álvaro Arbeloa? Please let me know. If these players walked all over Xabi Alonso, what makes you think that they won't do the same to Álvaro Arbeloa? You really think Mbappe is going to look at Álvaro Arbeloa and be like, yeah, see, manager, yes, whatever you say. He got his way with Xabi Alonso. What makes you guys think he's not going to do the same with Álvaro Arbeloa? Same goes with Vinny. Vinny threw a fit in the Clásico in October whenever we played against Barcelona because he got subbed off. Threw a big fit in 4K in front of everyone, all the cameras, the whole stadium, everything, because he got subbed off. What makes you guys not think that these players won't do the same with this guy coming in? To me, it's shocking and it's baffling that Xabi Alonso, quite literally, his job was on the line, and he literally had to walk away from a team that the players did not listen to him. Xabi knew what it was when he signed up. There's no way you can sit here and tell me, oh yeah, Xabi didn't know what he was getting himself into. Obviously, it was not going to be Bayer Leverkusen. A completely different team. You're talking about Real Madrid here. A club where you are expected to win, get results. A club where if you do the slightest thing wrong, especially giving the press conferences, the media, they throw heat at you, especially more when you lose and where there's so much commotion, especially within the dressing room. I really believe that one of the things that really caught him by surprise and that completely blindsided him was the reaction from these players. If there's anything that he thought coming in, I think that was the last thing on his mind, that he would have thought that these players would have reacted the way that they did and that behaved the way that they did with him. There's this clip going around of Mbappe telling Xabi Alonso, no, we're not going to do this whole walk of honor for Barcelona. And he's standing next to Rodrigo. Xabi Alonso's in front of Asensio, waves them over, telling them to come. And Mbappe was like, no, we not doing that over here. Let's just go back to Spain, pack our bags, we out. We don't need to be here for this nonsense. Now, maybe he was tight because he had to travel all the way to Saudi, play, 10, 15 minutes, and lose. You basically traveled over there to lose. A man who wasn't even 100% to play, yet you played and you lost. Maybe he was mad about that. Who knows? I'm just speculating. That's what I think. I don't know. But if a manager tells you to do something, you do it. You listen. He's your manager. He's the one that has to come into the team and say, hey, these are my rules. This is what I want. A, B, C. If you don't listen, the bench is right there. You're not playing. But there's none of that. Xabi Alonso did not put his foot down. These players got his way with him. Now, I said it in yesterday's video. I'm not going to sit here and glorify Xabi Alonso being this amazing, great manager because he did have his flaws, just like we all do. But his in-game management was cheeks. I've said it before. I said it countless times. It cost Real Madrid the game sometimes. But aside from that, you can't expect to manage a big team when you have so many egos, so much individualism, and these players don't listen to you. It's going to be a disaster. That's what I'm saying. If they did this with Xabi Alonso, they're going to do the same thing with Álvaro Arbeloa. Maybe, who knows, he can be the guy to turn it around and win games with Real Madrid and maybe win a trophy at the end of the season. Maybe. Big maybe. But truly, I don't see it. And if you're a Madrid fan and if you think otherwise, please let me know, because I'm just giving you my insight on what I think from the outside in as a rival fan, giving my opinion on the situation. But in my eyes, I would have expected Xavi to finish off the season, and then y'all would have said goodbye to him in May, in June, whatever. But a mid-season sacking, it's not even considered a sacking, honestly, but a mid-season dismissal, let's call it a dismissal, a mid-season dismissal in January was not in my 2026 bingo card whatsoever. Listen, I just have to give my 2 cents on the situation. I am no Madrid fan, but you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you guys are rocking with Álvaro Arbeloa as your new manager for the remainder of the season. Let me know what you guys think. Dark times for Real Madrid fans, man. I feel for you. I've been there. Been there, done that. Not no more though. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.